Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tash Teaches. I'm Tash, and in today's video I'm going to be setting myself the challenge of creating something from nothing in just 30 minutes. I'm going to see how far I can get taking a blank canvas to creating a loose idea, setting out a basic arrangement, doing a rough mix along the way, and maybe chucking a limiter on it at the end. So without further ado, let's jump right in and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Most of the time on this channel, I demonstrate isolated concepts, little snippets of ideas, tidbits here and there of how to use a specific device or a concept in a sort of abstract sense. But very rarely do I demonstrate my process for taking a blank canvas and turning it into a song. I'm going to be launching a course fairly soon, which will show the entire process of me taking nothingness and making it into something, arranging it, laying it out, mixing it, mastering it, and then creating the artwork, releasing it on my label Glitter Cowboy. But in the meantime, I thought it might be quite fun to set a bit of a challenge. I'm going to set a timer on my phone for 30 minutes. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and press this button and let's get stuck in. 29 minutes and 59 seconds remaining. Now, I really like to come up with a few scenes, and I like to start oftentimes with drums to get a bit of a vibe going. I'm going to select maybe 1, 2, 2 for a BPM, and let's try and find some sort of cool... This could work. I'm going to take just a very simple little conga loop here, and I want to make this, maybe I'll leave that as is, and let's just bring this in. Bring the volume down that on a little bit. Maybe bring some sort of shaker element in. This needs to be double speeded, but this might work. I'd like a more steady shaker as well. Let's see if there's something... Oh yeah, this will be good. Let's just bring the volume down on that. Now this kind of thing would do well to have a bit of volume shaping on it. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to adjust the gain just a little bit. So let's bring this first bit down, and then we'll bring that down, and we'll leave that where it is, and we'll just try something like this, see what this sounds like. Yeah, that sounds nice. I'm just going to loop this across and see what that sounds like. It's quite nice. Okay, let's put this in a group, call it shakers. I like to color coordinate as I go along, so shaker 1, shaker 2, make these red. We've got our congas. I'll call this hand perk. Conga 1, red and red. Now let's just go straight ahead and find a kick drum. That's quite nice. I like that. Just going to stick with what we've got. Also, it says that the kick is in C sharp here, so I might use that as a sort of guide for the fact that we should maybe make something in C sharp. So let's drag this to the top. This is our kick. Make it red. Let's listen to what we've got. Might shape the envelope of that kick a bit. Going to bring the volume down on this other shaker. Nice. Now I'd like another sort of percussion element in here to really just start building up a vibe. So maybe I'm going to go and search under my percussion. I've got one here called mixed perk. And oftentimes in here, there's... Oh, this could be quite good. Let's drag this in. Make it red. Oh. Quite cool. Okay, so let's now take some sort of musical element. I suppose I could just look under here. We'll go see if there's anything if I just look in-house. We'll search for C sharp, because we know, of course, that the track is in C sharp. Oh, this could be quite good. I'm not sure necessarily if these piano pieces are right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and just make sure that any of these onsets that needn't be there, I'm going to remove them, because I'd like to sort of chop this up. Those are actually 2 pieces. Let's see what we've got. Okay, nice. I'm just going to slice this. Let's slice this to let's slice it to a drum machine. And we'll do slice at onsets. That's fine. Okay. And let's see what happens if we try and chop something up here. See. Maybe we can shorten some of these. Get rid of that. Quite like that. Let's bring a bit of EQ onto that, just to give it bring the volume up a little bit. It'd be a good idea to get some sort of side chain happening here. I'm going to use the segments on the master bus channel, and I'm going to select the input to be coming from the kick. Let's make this just a nice little short device, short little shape. Let's do that and make sure that this is set to quarter notes. Let's modulate the volume of this down. Oh, I quite like that. Let's see what else we've got under C sharp. Oh, I like this. So let's just take this first section. I'm just going to use this little sax loop. We'll do a similar thing with the EQ. I'll use an EQ too. I'd like some sort of randomized movement on this EQ, I think. So let's just do, say, 16th notes. Maybe put a bit of delay on. Don't need the... See what else we've got. Got 23 minutes left. Oh, this is quite cool. I might take this first bit here. I'm just going to loop that and slice it in place, chop it into little pieces. And I'm going to select maybe, say, a 22.2% chance that any of these will play. So if I were to just press play now, it's not totally random in the sense that when a note happens, it will always happen in the same place, but it's not sure to always play. Let's put a bit of reverb on it. Let's see what else we've got if we just look for bass. So this is a C sharp major, and we want C sharp minor. So all I need to do is, in fact, just pitch this down 3. In fact, no, if it's C sharp, let's just figure this out. I always get confused. If this is currently playing a, if it's playing a C sharp, then that means that it's actually 1, 2, 3. It's an A sharp, which means you need to go up 3, not down 3. So plus 3. Maybe we don't need this section. Maybe we'll do the opposite. It's all right. We might find something a little better. Maybe we'll bring this disco one in as well. We just need to go up 3 again. No, not for me really. We're actually going to go back to what we had before. I like this first half. Maybe we'll just duplicate that. See what happens if we change the pitch a little more. Maybe we can shorten that bit, move it like... Ooh, I quite like that. There we go. This will do. Maybe we've got some sort of vocal in here as well. If we just go for, say, samples. Let's put this in a group. Bass. Bass 1. And we've got, these are some sort of musical elements. So this is piano stab. This is sax stab. And we've got piano riff. Now we probably need also some other little silly elements. Let's just see what this is. Oh, let's use this one. Let's get rid of everything but that first bit. That's cool. Let's have this at the end of a section. We'll make this happen every 4 bars. Bring the volume down on that a little bit. Get rid of this other vocal. Put a bit of reverb. Bring the volume down a bit more. It'd be good to do some sort of kick thing here. I'm going to make this double kick happen on the end of every 4 bars. And maybe we'll have a double kick in the first of every 8. So that means we're going to get... We probably want some sort of hat as well. So let's go to my hat section. Oh, this is nice. Let's just do the old offbeat hat. Get rid of these silly doubles that I've got there. And we'll just do... Bring the volume down a bit. I'd like a sort of 16th hat as well. Ooh, that's nice, having an open hat as well. Okay, open hat, closed hat, closed gap. Hats, bring that up here, make it red. Okay, we've got 18 minutes. Time is flying. Put all this in some sort of music. Our backwards vocal. C sharp. We'll do C sharp guitar. Let's see what comes up under here. Anything? Oh, we want C sharp minor. What's this? Really doing it for me. Let's search for C sharp minor flute. I suppose we could also look for other keys as well, but for the sake of keeping it nice and simple, let's go for just C minor. C minor vocal. Oh, that's cool. And we'll just pitch this up 1 to make it C sharp minor, bring the volumes down a bit. Get rid of that first bit. So something I like to do, just put it in and delete everything that doesn't work, keep the bits that do. Don't like that bit. Hard quantize. Put a bit of delay. Vocals are always pink. Good to have some sort of top loop as well. Let's just see what we've got here. Something just super simple like that always works. Might want to bring the tempo up a bit actually. 1, 2, 4. Let's take one more. For some reason my loops aren't working. That's nice. I like just mixing loops. Top 2. Top 1, group called tops, make it red. Now we do need some sort of tom sound. Let's see if I've got any under here. Let's just go to say perks and we can find some some sort of one shot. Let's see what we've got. I don't know why it's looking for specifically shakers there. Let's look, say, under congas. Now we'll just use whatever, some random. That'll do. We'll just take this little hit here. You can always just pitch it down a bunch or just play a lower note. So I'm just going to go. Filter it. Make sure it's zoomed in. So detect the key. Quite cool actually up like that. Maybe if we add in. Okay, so we've got 14 minutes, so we might as well just start doing a little layout here. I'm just going to straight away just record in a little bit of the loop. We had a 4-bar loop. So let's just get rid of that, and let's just copy and paste this all across a bunch. So we've got a few of them. I'll go to 64, it's just a real-time ruler. 32 bars, I probably want to have the drop happen here. Duplicate this across. This can be a breakdown. Let's go. Oh, breakdown, and then we'll do again one more drop and an outro. So drop, and here is our outro. So breakdown, let's just get rid of the kicks. Let's close up this view now, we don't need it. Snap it back to this. Okay, we don't need probably the full vocal happening yet. We also don't need any of this fun piano riff stuff happening until the drop. I imagine that we don't need this tom stuff either. I don't want any of these tops to come in yet. Maybe we'll get rid of that until the second half, and we'll do some separations here. Hats. Okay, we don't need the open hat until halfway through. I'm going to get rid of that. The open hat can literally just be like a step up mode in the second half of the drop. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, we don't need any of that shit yet. Maybe we could do some sort of thing where it's just riffing on that first piano chord. We don't need the bass to come in yet either. Let's have that come in on the drop, and let's see what this sounds like. And also this top, let's get rid of the clap so it doesn't do the clap for the first half, and I can just in fact copy and paste this across. Under the hand percussions, we could probably just have one conga. We don't need this to happen every time. Let's make this in fact happen every 16. Make the decay a bit longer. I like to get rid of the last kick section before. Okay, cool. We can have something come in here. Maybe we can have the bass come in to some extent. We can have just like, let's just have a sort of offbeat pattern happening like this. Let's see what that sounds like. But maybe we'll just do it with this part. Oh, see what that sounds like. Maybe we do want the actual piano to come in here. we'll do it without the other little section. Let's just copy and paste that across. 10 minutes, 59 seconds. Probably don't need the second shaker yet either, or maybe just the first. Let's bring the volume down on these guys. And now everything can come in except for that vocal. Maybe we just have like a little snippet of that piano for the first few sections. It's going to be a little different every time. In fact, if we were to highlight all of these and select a seed, oh, it's already on a seed rather than random, that's good. That means it's going to be getting the same pattern. One thing that can be quite cool is, say, removing the first kick from something like this and some of the percussion elements. Get rid of the shaker as well. And maybe we'll get rid of the bass hit there as well. See what this sounds like. Nice, we've got 9 minutes, 34 seconds remaining. We're really running out of time here. Now we've got, in theory, the open hat coming in. Let's check out what happens when we get to the breakdown. Let's see what happens if we have no bass in the breakdown straight away. We can also have the top loop that we had die down to having no clap. And have that second top loop come out there, fade this down. Let's see if there's any sort of C sharp pad that we can find. All of my loops seem to be missing. I know that's out of key, but maybe if we just put that up 3, we can have something of use come out of that. Maybe we're going to have that come in here. How long is that? I suppose this needs to be stretched. Make the actual loop of that correct as well. Let's make some of these shakers start dying down too. Maybe we can have the piano filter come up here. We're going to have a bit of reverb start to build up. Let's make that really get massive. And we can make all of these top loops just end a little bar short. Nice. Maybe we can have this thing come in and the second half of that as well. 6 minutes, 47 seconds remaining. We need some other sort of thing. Let's just do C sharp synth. Oh, this could be interesting. Let's bring this in on another layer and we'll just do some sort of random chops with it. Let's just do this, eh? cool. We'll have that there at, say, at the end of every 4 bars. Make sure as we're going to the outro, I think we've only got 5 minutes remaining. We want to like get into this fairly smoothly, so let's just make sure that we're copy and pasting the easy top into the outro. Maybe we can keep this other top, but let's also get rid of the clap. Just make it nice and simple, have it die down, copy and paste you guys across. Maybe we can get rid of that there as well. Maybe get rid of the other percussion element that we had. So we could start sort of bringing this down, making this nice and easy. Just close up all of these groups. Let's just delete literally all of the drums there, and maybe even the bass. And then we can have that funny little element that we added here. Get rid of the live piano as well, and then maybe also the piano, we can just have this really start to die down, have the filter come all the way down to nothing. We could probably do similar at the beginning as well, just have this start really low. Let's go to our reverb time. Maybe we could do some sort of little burst here as this increases. Got 4 minutes remaining. What else can we do? Let's maybe have this come up like that. Put a bit of reverb time. Those congas can come down a bit in volume. These shakers are a bit loud for my liking. Also this hat, these ones can come down a bit in volume. You could also probably increase the length of them about here. Let's do the same thing of getting rid of all of the drums. Now I do just love to have in the breakdown some sort of special moment. So I'm going to search for pad and just see if there's anything really beautiful I can... 2 minutes 40 seconds remaining. Let's just see if we can't just put this on a device. We need to pitch it up one to make it C sharp minor. I believe this is the instrument. Let's, we need this to be on an instrument channel. I suppose I could have made it a hybrid, but that'll do. Okay, so let's just do a C. Stretch this out. We've got 2 minutes remaining. And I want this to sort of loop granularly around here. It's a C minor, so that should work. Let's go up maybe. Put a big reverb on there. Be good to add some sort of delay. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. Let's have the whole music bus just feed into that delay. Make it. We don't need this to carry on anymore. This could be quite good to just have it sort of automate up in volume. Got a crazy reverb on there. Let's bring a chorus. We've got 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. thinking that this top loops need to come down as well. Let's just quickly automate that. Oh, it's the hats. Let's just consolidate that, bounce it real quick so we can just fade this out. Tops as well, we're going to want to fade these out. Just really to drive home. 43 seconds, guys, this is it. Nice, we'll do the same thing with the congas, but maybe these can start to really dial into the delay. 29 seconds, let's chuck a limiter on the master channel. It's going to be our master. "19 seconds. Oh. Close that all up. I would usually go in and do some sort of little edits here. Okay, there we go. That's 30 minutes. Okay, well, I'm going to upload the project file to my community. So if you feel like having a little play around with this and continuing it on further, then please do be my guest. I'll be very excited to hear what you come up with. Yeah, I'm very excited also to be doing this course that I will be hopefully releasing in the next month or two, which is going to show the entire process of making a song without a time limit. It's probably going to be a few hours as opposed to 30 minutes, but I'm going to show you every step of the way, because I feel that a lot of the times when I watch tutorials of other people or people watch my tutorials, you don't get the full picture of the entire process of taking nothing to something. Well, folks, that's sadly all we have time for today. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and smash that notification bell too if you'd like to keep up to date with my future videos. If you'd like to take your support a step further and perhaps have a little play around with this project file, then please consider signing up to my creative mindset and music production community, Tash Tribe, the link of which will be in the description down below. As always, happy Wednesday and happy creating.